Hey, Corey Minor here. Welcome back, Touchdown Studios. So glad to have you. How are you doing? Boy, I'm so excited. I am so pumped up. You don't understand. I love doing this. I was just on the road last week speaking. I'm home back in the studio doing some videos for you guys. I love doing this. What do you love? Hopefully you find your passion and you're living it and you're doing well and things are going great for you, and I'd be happy to hear about it. Hey, today I want to talk to you about daily success habits. And if you know me, I'm always stressing, your habits and what you're doing to find your success and live your greatness and reach your Mount Everest. What are you doing to get there? And it is so crucial that you have success habits, that you have rituals and principles and things that you do daily, right? Daily to find the success and the abundance and prosperity that's truly waiting for you to go get, to lay claim to. Probably about a year or so, maybe a little bit more, I founded a guy named Robin Sharma, and he's a mentor of mine. I haven't met him yet, but I'm sure I will one day and look forward to that. But Robin was doing an interview with Success Magazine, and he talked about how he has this 6 musts he do every day. I said, man, that's pretty awesome. I need to give me my 6 musts. I need to create my 6 things that I do day in, day out so I can, boom, right, explode my level of success. And so what I do every day is, number one, I read 30 minutes every day. I read at least 30 minutes every day. Number two, I listen to motivational, inspirational audios every day for at least 30 minutes. I work out every day for at least 30 minutes. I work on marketing for my business, for myself, at least 30 minutes, if not more, every day. I work on my wealth building strategies, whether I'm reading books on wealth, whether I'm looking at my 401k or looking at my financial plan for wealth, or I'm thinking about my next moves, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years from now. I do that daily. And lastly, I write every day. And when I consider write, I mean also doing video. I write, I do video, I do things like this every day. Those are my success habits. Those are my principles. People who know me very well will tell you I live it, and I'm true to it. What are you living and what are you true to that's going to explode your success? That's going to get you where you want to be. And we can talk about it all day long and what we want, what we desire, but if we're not pushing towards it, if we're not laying claim to it, it won't ever happen. Believe it won't ever happen. And you've got to make sure that you are charging your course every day. Why? Because you're put on this earth for a purpose and for a reason. So let's jump to the whiteboard. Let's have some fun. And let's talk about, our daily success habits of what we need to stop doing and what we should start doing. So let's talk about stop first. T, stop. You know what it is already. You already know what it is. Stop texting. Yes, texting. Listen, there's nothing wrong with text here or there, but when you're focused and you're doing work, turn it off. Put it away. It's so hard to refocus as human beings, right? When you're in thought, when you're in you're writing, you're working, you're deep into it, and the wheels are spinning, and you get a text and you read it, you got to regroup again. That takes time and effort, right? Put text aside. Focus to where you're at. Focus to what you're doing and text later. Number 2, emailing, right? Email, right? Listen, I do use email. I know people who don't. Nothing wrong with that. But email on your own terms. Now, hey, if you're in a company and email is part of your job, and you got to get back to suppliers and all that, I get that. But, entrepreneur, business owner, email on your terms, right? Don't be a slave to the email box, right? You got to be a slave to what's going on in your world for you to produce results, right? So don't be emailing when you don't need to be emailing, right? You email on your terms. People understand, just because they send you an email doesn't mean you got to get a quick response right away. It doesn't work that way. I will get back to you when I'm ready to get back to you. That's the mentality you got to have, right? Right, to find new successes, right, and reach your new dreams and goals, right, we got to think differently. We got to grow. Lastly, my favorite, stop embarking in negative conversation, negative convo. Stop embarking in negative conversation. If Mike calls you or Sherry calls you and they're negative, don't answer the phone. I know it seems funny. I know it seems strange, but listen here, right? Don't answer the phone because it's going to bring you down. If you have a new idea for a new medical device or a new business you're going to create, don't call them because they're going to bring you down. Listen, You want to be around people who will uplift you, who will motivate you, who will inspire you. You don't want to be around, right, negative Nancy's, right? So forget that. So today, make a commitment to stop texting when you're at work, meaning when you're in your work, right? When you're focused, when you're diligent, when you're pushing forward. Put those distractions aside and come back to it. Number 2, email on your own terms. Email when you get ready, not when they want you to email. If you're not ready to email yet, don't email. Come on your own terms. And lastly, right, the only way we find success in life, I shouldn't say the only way, but one of the major ways we find success in life is being around positive people. People who can uplift you, who can bring you forward, who can help you, nurture you, coach you, right, mentor you. No negative Nancy's, okay? No more negative Nancy's. We don't need that. All right, so we're talking about what you stop doing. Here's what you should start doing. If you can start doing, I dropped my pen, sorry. If you can start doing that today, man, you would change your world. So first off, for those that don't, for those that already do, great. Keep doing it. Do more of it. For those that don't, start reading. You know, I read 3 to 4 books a month. You can start with that. You can go more. It doesn't matter. But start reading. I mean, I know my brain is, I put NFL too many hits, so I can only take about 3. So start reading, right? Start reading knowledge, information. If you're not learning, you're not growing. If you're not growing, how can you earn, right? So let's go. Number 2, I mentioned a minute ago, right? And that's why I put DVD as well. I just crossed the line for no reason. DVD, I shouldn't be there, right? Audio, right? Audio, right? So listen. Start listening to audios. Start looking at DVDs, inspirational, motivational, wealth, relationships, whatever it may be, right? But start listening to audio and looking at DVDs for your personal growth. Listen, you have to do things differently to get new results, right? You can't do the same old thing over and over again. We all know the definition of insanity, right? So quit it. Number 3, which is my favorite, attend seminars. Attend seminars. Seminars, you meet some of the greatest people in the world who are doing what you're doing, who are paving the way, charting the course, who can help you and guide you, and you can start a mastermind group. And a mastermind group is absolutely fantastic. If you're not in one, go get in one now. I'm telling you, right? Seminars. Start going to seminars. Be around like-minded people. Lastly, start networking, right? Start networking, right? Start going to different mixers and different events and meeting new people who can help lift you, inspire you, give you new context that you didn't have, to push you forward. To push you forward. It's your time. So start reading books, right? Start listening to audios and DVDs, seminars, attend seminars, go to networking events, meet new people. In the NFL, which I was blessed to play, and met some great people there. I had the privilege for a little bit to play with Jerry Rice, and it was always talked about his work ethic. What he did in the off season, the reason why he was able to play 15, 16 years in the league. Be an All-Pro, Hall of Famer, because the work he did in the off season, right? He committed to new work, to new ideas, to new strategies. He stopped doing the stuff that didn't work, right? The old stuff doesn't work. You hear it? Doesn't work, right? Start doing the new things, right, that worked. And he did them consistently, running hills, pushing tires, whatever it may be, right? He had a different regimen for success, right? He didn't do what every other player did. He did new things, right? New improved things. He went longer. He lasted longer. He did innovative things. And why? So he can find his greatness and arguably one of the greatest receivers of all time. So what new work ethic, what new practices will you start doing today that will change your outcome 6 months from now, a year, and 5 years from now? Only you can do it. Only you can make it happen. Only you can change it, and it's totally up to you, and it's your choice. But let's get off the texting and email and negative convo, and let's get to our personal development and uplifting ourselves and find our greatness, right? So as always, welcome to Touchdown Studios. Remember, it is always your choice to get off the sideline and to get into the game. And remember, because Corey said you could, remember, because Corey said you could. Have a blessed one.